Sorry about that. I got a phone call. I'm popular this morning. So we're doing addition. So we're saying that we have 1 plus 1 gives us a 0, and then we carry a 1, so that would give us a 1. So remember, this is not the number 10, it's the number 1, 0 in base 2. And this is the way you write 2. 2 is equal to 1, 0. So the other thing that we need to note here is what happens if they actually ask us to add 3 1s together. Okay, now again, in base 2. So the issue here is if we add 3 1s together, we would, if we were in base 10, we would get the number 3. But the number 3 in base 2 is actually represented as 1, 1. A 2 plus a 1 is 3. So in base 2, 1, 1 is equal to 3 in base 10. Now, we need that, okay, we need that so that we can do bigger problems. So let's look at one more of these guys. So let's say that we had 1, 1, 1, 1. So again, in base 2, this would be 4 if we were thinking in base 10, but there is no 4 in base 2. So we need to think about how 4 would be represented in base 2. We can come over here. The 4 would be represented as a 1 in the 3rd slot. So 4 would actually equal 1, 0, 0. 1, 0, 0 in base 2. Now I know this is tricky, but I've got an example that I want to show you, and this is required in this. I don't think we have to go any trickier than that one. So let's say that we were going to add 1, 1, 0, 1 plus 1, 0, 1, 1, both in base 2. So this first one again, we would add here, which would give us that 2, but we don't want the 2 because we're in base 2, so we're going to put a 0 and we're going to carry the 1. Now, a 1, a 0, a 1, there's 2 1s, so again, that would be like a 2, but we're going to put a 0 and carry a 1. Okay, here we go again, 1 and 1 and a 0, so that's going to be 2, which is 0, and we carry a 1. Now here's the last part here. 1 plus 1 plus 1 would be 3. But 3 in base 2 is 1, 1, isn't it? So when we add here, we get 1, 1, 0, 0, 0 in base 2. Let's do one more, just so that you can solidify that in the old brain. Let's say this time we had 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. Let's see. So the nice thing is a 0 plus a 0, just a 0. Boop. No trouble there. But now here we go. Here's the 1 plus a 1. So we write down the 0 and we carry the 1. Now here we've got 1 plus 1 plus 1, which would normally be 3. But in our case, it ends up being the number 11, or not, sorry, it ends up being the number 1, 1. So we write down a 1, but we carry the 1. Write down this 1, carry that 1. Now we have 1, 0, 1, so that's going to be a 0, carry the 1. And again, we have 3, but we're not going to write down 3. We're going to write down 1, 1. Okay. And there we've done an addition problem. Alrighty, so that's it for numeration. Obviously, you can spend tons of time dealing with binary, but you know, if you are into that, you will do that in some computer science class, but for us, we have done enough. All right, so I hope it was informational, seeing these different number systems and seeing where they came from and then where we're headed and the things that we use with technology. But that's what we got going on there. Thank you. Bye-bye.